and the police ombudsman is not doing their duty by taking police to court for misconduct, criminality acts getting carried out, i.e. how many people, women, has to be sexually assaulted by police, how many children has to be abused by police in this country, which they keep getting off with. I could stand here all day and talk about cases that police ombudsman is actually closing when there's hard, and I will repeat, hard video evidence of police committing crimes on the public people of Northern Ireland. PSNI was meant to change for the better from the RUC, and really they've just got worse and worse and worse, and the corruption level with PSNI is unreal, and the corruption level with these guys here, police ombudsman. You phone them up to make a complaint, they go, we are so inundated with complaints. Why is of course not inundated with police being took to court for crimes being committed on the public people, on disabled people, on disabled children, on old age pensioners. But then again, what does police always say? The pen's mightier than the sword. I'm going to actually bring something out here. I'm getting took to court here at the minute. Now, I'm not going to talk about the court case, but the way I've videoed this here, I was streamed live. Now, I do not put videos of myself on the group, onto our Facebook group, PSNI Abusing Their Powers. We stream it live from the very start of an interaction to the very end of an interaction. You do not have to speak with police. But if you look at my last video way back in February, you'll actually see police get out here now to we get our hands on you, Mr. McCroary. You're under arrest. And then a couple of minutes later they state, once you come out, you'll be arrested. And that's after they're threatened to kick in my door. Why? Because I'm the person that started this here. I'm the person that started PSNI. Why did I start this?
PSNI Abusing Their Powers.
Sorry, I apologise. PSNI Abusing Their Powers. Why did I start this? Because of 3 to 3.5 years of harassment from Ballymena police on my sons. And one, I'm going to invite them up here to speak in a wee second. One of my sons is disabled. He's had 7 brain operations from whenever he's a baby. Diagnosed Dandy Walker syndrome, which is hydrocephalus. Where there's a caught on camera, a policeman choking him in the back of a police car. Video evidence of the start of it. Oh, you're under arrest for disorderly behaviour. Well, for swearing inside his mother's car, stating that he was effing sick of the harassment from Ballymena police, where Constable Slater, I'm going to call it his name, threatened to put the window in of his windows. Constable Slater, Ballymena police station, which, in here, police ombudsman, Mr. Phil, actually closed 11 complaints. He wrapped them all into one, including this one. Case closed. Case closed. Whenever video evidence shows that my son, and I will say it clearly, has not got 1 point in his licence and no criminal record whatsoever.
Yeah, I got it.
But anyway, we all know the reason why Mr. Slater went after my son, because he thought my son Nathan was actually part of this group. My son Nathan was nothing to do with this group back then. It was my elder son Darryl. Which, I'm going to move on to Darryl. Walking down the street one night, police comes at him. Oh, We're worried about your safety. What was it?
Concerned for my safety.
We're concerned about your safety. Where it changes to the Justice and Security Act. Now, he's walking to his girlfriend's house, which is actually heavily pregnant. She was heavily pregnant at the time. Where it shows in the body cam evidence of Constable Clark
Courtney.
is putting a fist under his body armour and pushing the body cam up towards the sky. Where Constable Courtney switches off his body cam for approximately 4.5 minutes and starts approaching my son. Now, this is the way the police act in Northern Ireland. Oh, you've assaulted me. Well, my son wasn't took for assault. They tried to take him to court for obstruction. But after that incident there, that interaction with the police, I'm going to invite Darrell up here to speak about this here very soon.
I'm licensed.
The same constable landed out to his home, tried to force a fixed penalty on my son,
He's telling me
and then,
everything.
because my son refused to accept the fixed penalty, he said, take me to court. So Constable Lawrence Courtney and Constable Clark took Darrell to court, where the judge threw it out. The judge threw the case out because police had no evidence of any crime being committed. And what happened? The police ombudsman closed the case. No misconduct. Case closed.
Never.
On myself, folks. The very first time I streamed live, I was sexually assaulted by a constable in Larne. Police ombudsman. Case closed. No evidence. No misconduct. They call out the Justice Security Act in this country. Really, it's only an excuse for bullying and harassment. For police to pull the Justice Security Act out, there must be an event that just happened. One, a bombing, a bomb found, munitions found, arms found, a shooting. There was none of that. There was nothing called. Police go. Or you go to the police, you go identify yourself. What the first thing they do? There's my number. Police code of ethics. Name, number, warrant card. PSNI needs to expand it. Now, there's a few other people here. I'm going to call up and they're welcome to speak. And I will be back again. Darrell.
You've already said everything
No,
I
I want you to
would
come up and
say.
explain your situation, how you felt.
Explain.
I want you to come up here and explain it. How you felt that night.
This is our sexy assembly forum here, even though we've been telling you things from each other.
Folks, I tell you what, give me 1 wee minute. I want you to listen to a song here by a man of America by the name of Tom McDonald.
Hello, folks. All I was doing that night was, as my dad said,
Stand up there.
walking home
And introduce yourself.
to my girlfriend. She was heavily pregnant at the time, and I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was walking straight home. That's the only way to put it. And I noticed the police car go past me, and I felt at the time that I needed to stream live. So I did. So obviously got my phone out, streamed live.
Did the police car already pass you before that there? Did you have a feeling? Did you have a feeling you were going to get stopped?
That's what just after saying.
Thank you.
So it is. And the next thing, I walked on, a constable jumped out of the car and decided to approach me, shouted on me a couple of times. I didn't respond because I didn't want any interaction whatsoever. And Then the constable proceeded to assault me. So we
And
did.
what else? Kidnap?
And even though I stated that it was assault and all the rest of it, they still detained me there, letting me know me information, private details which they weren't entitled to. And then they pulled out, as my dad said, the justice and security. And even at that, they didn't disclose exactly why they were using this legislation.
Can I ask you something there before you carry on? Whenever they call out the Justice and Security Act, just before that, who authorised that Justice and Security Act?
Well,
I was caught on the BWC, if I'm right, or did he explain?
no
who it
one
was?
actually authorised the
Was it-
Justice and Security
Was it
Act.
not authorised by a sergeant?
No.
Was
No,
a phone
not.
call made to a sergeant back at the station?
There was a phone call made to the sergeant, yes, but that was the outline obstruction to
On-
the constable,
On your live stream,
under my belief.
on your live stream, what did you witness Constable Clark doing with his hand close to the body cam?
He put his fist under the body armour.
Right, you got your hands on his BWC video footage.
Oh yes.
What did that show clearly on Constable Clark's BWC video footage?
The body cam was actually facing the sky. It wasn't facing me.
I'll be straight with you folks. About here, that's all you could actually see at Darrell on this body cam footage. Up here, that's it. But then again, no misconduct by police.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
Speak up about
As I was saying to you, I asked that one of the constables was I suspected of any crimes. The constable actually turned around and said no. But yeah, again, there's no misconduct. So how's there no misconduct whenever I'm not suspected of a crime? And I end up getting further assaulted. My phone stole out of my hand, and also put in the back of the car. How does that work out? I'm going to pass this here on to someone else now. Anyone that wants to speak.
Darrell, you see just what you're there before you go. Roughly how many times have you been pulled over by police?
Couldn't tell you.
Would you like to let us know about the last time you were actually out walking at 12:30 at night? 12:30 at night, people. Now, it's Northern Ireland a free company to walk down the middle of the street at night. This is, Darrell actually started streaming this live. But the police turned around and stated that Darrell was only doing this here because of the Facebook channel. Now, do you want me to talk about it?
18-second one.
Now, Alicia again, close this complaint. No misconduct.
No, yes, there's no misconduct, but there's common assault.
Now let's state it clear, and we actually do have it on recording, Police Ombudsman, that one of your members and your staff stated clearly that it is assault, but there's no misconduct by a constable jumping out of a police car, grabbing my son by the arm, and what my son stated clearly that's assault to him. He ran back into the police car, covering his number, but yet again, no misconduct. Case closed. How does that work? How does that work? I'm going to get back to my other son here. I only wish he would come up and speak, but he's not prepared. He doesn't like going in front of cameras. But How many times I say, have you been stopped, pulled over? Now, Proctor, he got his driving license.
I got
first week.
my driving license on the 25th of September 2017, and I was pulled over a week and 1 day after I passed my test. I've been stopped about 31 times. They've arrested me once. I have been given about 10 55-8s. I've been assaulted by about 3 officers. They've broke keys in the car twice. There's seriously a lot.
People, even the police committing serious GDPR breaches. And these complaints can enter the Ombudsman. Case closed! No misconduct! This is how many times that you see it in the papers there? Sexual assault, sexual abuse, police even photographing dead people just for fun.
Strip searching children.
Strip searching children. 50 children strip searched in police stations with only 2 had the appropriate adults supervising it. That's child abuse PSNI. That's child abuse police ombudsman. But no crimes being committed. I get phone calls from people regularly, and I would love to these people to come here today and speak. Just heard one there last week of a woman in a police cell where 2 male constables went into a cell, one pinned her down while another police constable strip searched her, stripped her. Males. I'll be honest with you, the country I grew up with, and it's a beautiful country, it's unique people here. I grew up in a small village full of police serving RUC, which I respect that. I got on with. Yes, my hands are up. I've got a very, very small criminal record, but nothing more boasting about. No, I've never did jail, and I never intended to do jail, but at the minute, police in Ballymena would love to see me in jail. They're actually trying to get me off social media because I am showing full-blown evidence on PSNI, on the abuse they're committing, on the thuggery, on the crimes they're committing. Another man there, which puts a lot on TikTok, YouTube by the name of 80 Boyd, handcuffed the minute he pulls up my car. And as handcuffs squeezed tight, and then 5 minutes later, taking the handcuffs off you. 1, the police have no powers to handcuff you until you're deemed a threat. Sickening in this country with what's going on. By police, and they're getting away with it. And why are they getting away with it? Because of police ombudsman. Now, there's another young lady here, attending a hospital, where her mobile phone was stolen from a policeman. Now I'm going to ask her first if she wants to speak. She's giving me a nod. Come on ahead, love.
Hiya, my name's Sarah Skulski. Basically, I suffer from severe mental health. I went to Antrim Area Hospital. I was freely let out of the ambulance, and I went up just as nice as you like, just sat and had a smoke. I had the Constable Jones, who I asked.
Constable Jones?
Constable
That's
Jones.
the guy that actually burgled my phone, reached his hand in my window and stole my phone out of my hand.
I asked him repeatedly to put his body cam on. He refused. I asked him about 4 or 5 times to put his body cam on. So I started recording both of the officers. They arrested me. Constable Jones came over, threw me to the ground and handcuffed me.
Get that camera.
And never read me my rights, arrested me for disorderly behaviour when I was only asking a member of the public to record. So he arrested me but never read me my rights. I was taken to court a few weeks later and I went to a solicitor. Solicitors didn't want to do nothing, didn't want to fight against this officer. I got a suspended sentence, 5 months for 3 years. Not only did the police say that another incident, was actually the same night where the police stood at my house and said that I left my children alone in a home, but they failed to put their body cam. I asked for body cam footage, there's none. I put it in, complained into Mr. Doran up here, and
Again, why does that man's name keep popping up?
Mr. Doran took my case on. I gave him a footage of me showing the recording of me showing Constable Jones saying you're not allowed to take my phone for theft. He snatched my phone out of my hand. And again, case closed.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Right. You ever taken Jeremy custody? For Ballymena? How much charges?
No, they never took me to Ballymena, they took me to there.
They took you from Ballymena
Yeah.
up to Londonderry.
Yeah.
What was the charge?
Disorderly behaviour.
Disorderly behaviour.
Yeah.
When you were at hospital, just so you having a cigarette, a smoke.
Yeah.
Well, was there a complaint made from a member of the public?
There was nothing.
So who was a crime of disorderly behaviour committed upon? I will state clear. I'll state clearly here. Dragging offences, things like this here just happen. You can ask in the courtroom for a form 1108, which comes out with a victim at the top of it, and the victim's name must be on it. If I'm right, I've seen your statements, Amanda. I've seen your statements. There's only 2 statements.
Yeah.
From police.
Yeah.
And you were committing disorderly behaviour at hospital.
Two completely different things.
2 pounds.
Not constables that was involved.
There you go, folks. What does that show? What does that show? 2 statements from different police that weren't even arresting officers. Is the complaint on with the Ombudsman?
No, not as yet.
Not as yet.
Just for the theft, obviously that one was case closed.
Oh, case closed for
Yeah.
theft. That was, you weren't even arrested whenever he stole your phone, were you?
No.
And it's cost as seized. I would love to see evidence from police showing that mobile phones are seized. Under what act? Now I'm going to call this out straight. Under the Criminal Justice and Courts Act, the police have no powers whatsoever to steal, seize anyone's phone off them until they are arrested. That is the only time. Police have no powers to handcuff anyone until people's arrested, not unless they're deemed to be a threat. Does anyone else? Right, I'm going to keep your mouse going here. Do you mind if I introduce you? You carry on, sir. What about these folks?
You all know who I am anyway.
May the force be with you,
You know who
brother.
I am. Yes, I've got a few complaints here running with the PSNI here, so I have over the last year. They're mentioned dealt with a case of mine I had where I was assaulted within 10 seconds by a sergeant in Ballymena. My only so-called crime was I had a camera in my hand. I was assaulted. The camera was stolen from me for 3 months. I was never charged with anything. And this ombudsman done the case. He went ahead, made a decision that the PSNI had done nothing wrong. While the main evidence, i.e. my phone, was in police custody, this here Doran made a decision that the police done nothing wrong when my phone with the main evidence with the whole assault on it was in police custody. Now how does that work, folks? How does that work? That is strange, but here folks, that moves me on to another thing here, that I had a gun held to my head by the PSNI on the 22nd of November last year for using a camera in a public place. A gun pulled on an unarmed man. Now folks, that is fucking scary. Excuse the language, that is scary, man. On a laneway in the country, 2 armed men jumped out of the car, put a gun in my head and ordered me to the ground for having a camera. Now one of the officers was cute enough to say to the other officer to phone this through since there's been a weapon drawn. The officer who phoned it through, I asked him on several occasions to turn on his body-worn camera. He refused, point blank refused to turn his camera on, and I was standing there with a gun being held to my head and for having a camera. Now this complaint is actually getting done with the get done with the ombudsman here at the minute. They're in the middle of working with it here. Folks, this is actually ridiculous, folks. If you want to go and check my channel out, CJ Audits, Auditing Northern Ireland, you will see what your police force is like in Northern Ireland. Pure abuse I took from these clowns, the PSNI, for just over 12 months. I've been assaulted 5 times on camera by the PSNI. 5 times I've had 2 mobile phones seized or stolen from me for over 3 months, and the ombudsman in here says that the PSNI no wrongdoing. And these people are meant to be impartial. These people are corrupt, folks. These people are as corrupt as the police are. And every one of you, the taxpayer, use your funding this. Use your funding these people in here to go against yourselves. Use your funding these people to go against yourselves. Absolute crazy, man. The whole system here in Northern Ireland needs an overhaul. An overhaul, man. Now, my life could have been taken that day for having a camera.
Yeah.
It's not even a crime to have a camera. But I'm going to say my only crime was I had a camera. There you go, folks. That's all I'm going to say in this here. I've had 15 odd complaints turned down by the PSNI. And in every video I have, and say again, check out my YouTube channel, I have done nothing wrong. I've never been arrested. I have never been arrested for what I do. But I have been abused, assaulted 5 times on camera. And these people that are meant to protect the public in here have ruled on every occasion that the PSNI done nothing wrong. Folks, I'm just going to say one more thing here. Stay safe out there, and please, 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 always record the police. Always record the police. Thank you, folks. Well said.
I would clap my hands, but unfortunately I can't.
I was just speaking there with another gentleman, and he has a down-night gentleman. He's big in this common law there. But he's come up here and he's sitting there watching around him. And he sees there is people here listening. But he also does see a lot of other people that's just keep walking by. People's not actually interested in what the police is going on there. Oblivious actually to what they are going on. Now this man, I'm not going to say his name, but he is a gentleman. Police actually has murder. Pets belong to this man. But There's guys in Northern. They took this on the court. Now, month after month after month, and he hasn't even been given any disclosure of his case. We can stand here and talk about the corruption with the police. It is unreal all day. There's a video like say sent to us from Moy, where a policeman has a wee lad on the ground, a young lad, and the policeman is using his fist, punching him, and punching him. I'm going to bring up another video here. It's on our Facebook group here, where my son Darrell Eggsy ran out of the private house on the estate and caught this on camera. The young man...
Aye, that's why I'm saying.
I'll say his name here, or initial. The young man, they started the name G. He was in the back of the police car, handcuffed. Police opened the door and pulled this young guy out with two hands. One at the front of his throat, the other one at the back of his neck, taking the air out of this lad. That's attempted murder. That's attempted murder. They proceeded to walk this guy over to a hedgerow, where the same policeman was pushing this young lad's face into the hedge, trying to put out this guy's eye. 6 other constables, 2 of them ran around to try and stop my son from videoing, blocking his camera lens, catching the evidence. But then again, the police do like to say, I'll seize them phones off you. Why? Because of evidence of assault and attempted murder from PSNI officers. 6 seen what happened to my son Nathan. 6, 7 other constables, including a policewoman sitting in front of a police car, all turns their body cams off. Policewoman opened the door to see what was going on. My son's getting choked in the back of a police car. My constable later. And the policewoman, what did she do? Close the bloody door. Why did she not ask what's going on? Why did all the other constables all start turning off their body cams? And this is all caught on camera, folks. All caught on camera. Yeah, again, police ombudsman. Case closed. No misconduct, no wrongdoing. I'm sorry for my language, people. Bullshit! Is anybody else want a wee word there?
Seems to be the minute, or wait.
Stevie, thank you, man. It's a pleasure and an honour. I just need my wee brain working here at the man to get a few things going. Just hold it about there and go, Mary had a little down.
My experience with the police ombudsman is as follows. Because I'm an ex-government serviceman, I expect the same high standards of behaviour as I set myself. I never had any issues with integrity, and I've always called out issues with integrity. And today I'm here because of integrity issues with an employee of the police ombudsman. But to give you some background, I was stopped and subjected to a Schedule 7 examination at Belfast International Airport under the Terrorism Act. During the course of this examination, which lasted just over 2 hours, I had property stolen from my luggage, which was searched without me present. I was made to remove my shirt in a room with only 2 opposite sex officers present. I was interrogated without an appropriate adult being present. I raised a complaint regarding a total of 9 breaches of various laws, codes of practice, human rights laws. The Schedule 7 examinations were ruled incompatible with the European Declaration of Human Rights following the test case Begol v United Kingdom in 2019. So to me, these should not still be happening. The complaint was investigated by Warren of the Police Ombudsman's Office. Two crucial aspects of the case were regarding the property that was stolen from my luggage and the interrogation without an appropriate adult present. During a phone call on the 4th of January, Mr. Doran attempted to downplay certain aspects of the case, for instance saying that degrading and humiliating treatment was not misconduct on the part of police officers. Yet we have a right to protection from degrading and humiliating treatment.
Yep.
I received a response to the complaint from Mr. Doran in which he's failed to investigate the thefts from my bag, and he has ruled that no misconduct occurred regards to the interrogation without the presence of an appropriate adult, and this after I'd furnished him with a copy of the codes of practice which state that an appropriate adult must be present. I reported this both to the PSNI and to the Police Ombudsman, as Mr. Doran's misconduct amounts to criminal conduct. By failing to investigate a criminal allegation, he is perverting the course of justice. By failing to correctly investigate the allegation regarding me being interrogated without the presence of an appropriate adult, he has committed the offence of misconduct in public office. This has been reported to the complaints manager and the chief executive of the Police Ombudsman, and neither seem to see anything wrong with this. Mr. Doran is a former police officer, which will explain why he seems to have a problem finding misconduct. That is all.
Folks, we're just going to go on a wee bit of a break here for a minute or two. We will still be here. We're not for moving here for a minute or two, but as you see there, what Police Ombudsman has actually done is closed their doors. Put the shutter down. Seriously, if I worked for Police Ombudsman, I would be embarrassed as well. Folks, from PSNI Abusing Their Powers, my name is Paul McCroary.
Not a protest.
Not a protest?
A demonstration.
Demonstration. Well, who's organising the wee demonstration?
I'm the clue.
Have a clue?
No. Who are you?
Anybody want to speak to me? Let me know what it's about.
Who are you?
I'm police officer, Constable 722.
You're not. You're a police constable.
Yes, that's correct.
He's not a constable. He's never swore enough to God.
Let me.
I've been brought up not to speak. I've been brought up not to speak to the police.
Okay.
Sir, if you can read the sign clearly there, you know what we're here for.
There's no crimes being committed here.
You're correct, sir. Not at the minute, no.
So what are you here for then?
Just here to get a few details, see what this is.
No, you're not getting no details just
I
by.
think that's okay.
You got a card number or something in here, did you? Why is the phone call?
I have a report about this, sir. Can I just not card me, thanks?
What's the card number?
What's the serial number for this?
Yes, tell me, sir.
I'll get that for you now.
Please, thank you.
Can you put your body cam on?
Tell me that here. Good thing. If you back
Here.
them, do you? You just turned your
7224. Can you?
Sir, could you please
7224. Can you put your body cam on? 7224. Can you put your body cam on?
Would you like to inform us?
Thank you.
Would you like to inform us then, please, sir?
So I can't everybody answer everyone.
Would you like to inform us you're recording this, please?
Yeah, you've seen me put my camera on, sir. You're aware I'm recording you.
Outside GD.
Look,
GD.
not against the law, sir.
No bother.
You're just
That's a
breaking
serious
your own law.
GDPR breach. Don't follow him.
You're doing like this, though. Putting it right with us. But can I just outline to you, sir? Firstly, the police have got the ability to do their
RGZ 6875. There's more.
Driving by very slowly. The police landed here.
Peter wasn't too long shifting, was he?
No, it was not.
I should have seen the cameras, mate. Wasn't stopping all the time, but makes him think sometimes.